Year, yo, I figured it out. I totally figured it out. That arcade NFL 2K game, I figured it out. I swear to God, I figured it out. So, back in the day, 2K had a baseball game. Matter of fact, they had two. They had one simulation game, then they had an arcade game. Their arcade game was The Bigs. Anybody remember that game? Only how I remembered it because I told you I'm developing or creating new rosters for All Pro Football for the 360, and I'll share that file later when it gets done. It's gonna take a while, but I figured out, or no, I'm sorry. So I was playing All Pro Football, and I'm looking at the instruction booklet and all that, and on the back of the booklet is The Bigs, the first game, and then they made a part two. Blue Castle created that game. Blue Castle was a subsidiary of Capcom Vancouver. Blue Castle doesn't exist anymore, of course, but that goes to show you with 2K, whenever they have a licensed arcade game, they didn't allow or seek the help of Visual Concepts, the people who made All Pro Football and NFL 2K5 and NBA 2K5 currently, or NBA, just NBA 2K currently. Get me? So with all that being said, I could totally see another developer coming in from 2K, maybe Hangar 13 or whomever, just to develop the arcade football game. And also, if you look at the gameplay of the Bigs, both gameplay, the Bigs Part 1, I think is how the NFL 2K game is going to be, the new one, the non-simulation game. As soon as you look up the Bigs, you'll see that the player models are slightly over exaggerated, barely, but they all have their authentic batter stances. They have their authentic equipment, I guess, for the time. You know, like their the type of helmets and gloves and all that. If they were wearing sleeves or not, you know. So I think that's what they mean by authenticity. But I didn't see a stamina bar. You won't see. I'll say what you will see is detailed animations. You'll see a arcade bonus point system where if you get a strikeout or if you get a hit, you get like 1,000 points or something like that, and it's shown. And I think once you fill up that meter, your team gets more momentum. You unlock special moves or whatever. Very, very similar to, I guess, the momentum in NBA 2K. And when you get once you get on fire, or once you get hot, once you fill up your bar, you unlock, better rebound animations and dunking packages and stuff like that, depending on the type of player you are. So expect something like the Bigs Part 1. Not so much Part 2, I don't think, because Part 2 really started to get arcadey, where you had the swing was very cartoonish like. You also had when you hit the ball, it'd be like this red cartoony line. I'm thinking more of a mix of the Bigs 1 type of gameplay. That's what I think. I think I figured it out, man. Go look at the Bigs gameplay. That's what it is. I'm telling you. That's where 2K is gonna make their NFL 2K debut. Something like that, real similar to that. I'm out of here. Peace.